Hello everyone, welcome to the Captain's Video Blog. We are Wednesday, September the 14th, 2016. So, 10 minutes from now starts NXT, so I'm skipping that, just like every other night. But since I have chosen to take some responsibility that impose that I stay awake at least until 4 a.m., I guess I'm, gonna watch the final of the Cruiserweight Classic live because, well, at least that that will certainly keep me awake until 5 a.m. So yeah, um, I mean that's really the only thing about tonight that tells me yeah, watch wrestling. That and also the fact that this afternoon I've been forced to watch just so much anime because sometimes when I watch wrestling, I like to put the videos on my phone so that I can consume it later. Except it takes up a lot of place. Like the last episode of SmackDown, counting Talking Smack, was around one gigabit and a half, if not over that. So that's a bit heavy. Um, so really the least amount of wrestling I have to save, the better it will be. Yeah, so football. Once again, I didn't watch football because I don't know. I am not really that concerned by what French teams do in Europe when it's not Marseille. It's people say that being a supporter of a club can be a good thing and can also be a bad thing. I guess it is a bad thing when you don't care about the other clubs in your country. You know, what they do, though it is really important because if they fail, it's potentially less spots, fewer spots in Europe for your country, and your team could be barred an entry in like Europa League because, oh boy, well, you are 1 point too short. Sorry. So yeah, kind of sucks when that happens, but um, uh, I just don't care. I know that Monaco and Lyon won. Monaco, that was really impressive because I've read, I don't know, that they were dominated the whole match and that they still won at Tottenham, which is really funny because last year that's where they got eliminated from the group stage of the Europa League. And Lyon won against Dinamo Zagreb. So yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, the one result of yesterday. I didn't realize that Ludogorets was in the same group as Paris, so they are probably not be going to be able to reach the third spot. But you know, um, we could always find ourselves in a situation like 2014 when they first qualified for the Champions League, where they were just 1 point short of kicking Liverpool completely away from the competition and being the one who advanced to the Europa League. Yeah. So yeah, who knows? But this time it would be at the expense of Basel. I don't know how you would say that in English because in French it's just so easier. It's Bal because we have French names for Swiss cities because German, and also because at one point Napoleon invaded all that stuff. So that's the reason why most cities around Europe, at least up to maybe Austria, have a French name. Some cities had a French name that was derived from their German name, like Danzig and Laibach, which should be now called Gdansk and Ljubljana. So yeah, um, I guess that's pretty much everything that I can say about not speaking about wrestling. There was an episode of SmackDown, really interesting setup on SmackDown. That was oh god, there was a lot of talking. The first segment went for so long because well, we had a little promo from AJ Styles, which is normal because he is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion or the WWE World Champion, whatever it is called, and he's gonna defend his title in a triple threat at No Mercy against John Cena. Why? And against Dean Ambrose. That much is understandable. John Cena, I don't really understand why, but why not? At the end, at the end of the day, still a major selling point to have John Cena in the main event. So yeah. Um, then they started bickering. Like Dean Ambrose was like, "Hey, you were a part timer," and John Cena was like, "Yeah, you're soft," like Stone Cold said. And AJ Styles was like, "There, ha ha ha! I'm the champ that runs the camp." Sure. So Shane McMahon came out and said, "Yeah, you're gonna have a tag team match. It's gonna be Cena and Ambrose versus AJ Styles and a partner of your choice if you manage to find one, since you are apparently running the camp. Um, and if you don't find one, well, General Manager Daniel Bryan will find one for you," which makes me think that the actual figure of authority is more Shane McMahon than Daniel Bryan. I don't really know. I mean, he makes it pretty evident on Talking Smack that he's still running the place. Like when he said to Baron Corbin, "Yeah, you can't have opportunities by winning a match against one guy." Once against one guy. This one guy being Apollo Crews, and the ones being on Backlash pre-show. Yeah, sure. Um, and then he like talked to Alexa Bliss, and it was really kind of awkward because they were going so much, about her size, because she is the well, she's the one who's with the least height. I cannot think that smallest is the right word to describe a human. Yeah, because she won a fatal five-way to determine who would be the number one contender for Becky Lynch's SmackDown Women's title at No Mercy once again. It was a really fine match. I mean, the violence is something that we rarely see from the women, and I like the fact that they're still going with Carmella versus Nikki Bella. That it's not dropped because, well, I mean, there's no title to be fought over, so what the hell? No, there's still lots of animosity. And Alexa Bliss sees herself as really over pretty much everyone in the division, which is tough to defend. But hey, she was one of the two that I would see winning the SmackDown Women's title first. So yeah, I cannot say that she's wrong, at least in my opinion. I mean, at least she deserves it more than Naomi, because Naomi needs to be rebuilt. Natalia, who probably should work more as a mentor for the women's division, even not even only behind the scenes, and on screen she would still try to have a shot at the title. Nikki Bella, same. Carmella, I mean, she needs to re-establish her character as a heel. And yeah, basically that's it. Because the only other woman other than all those and Alexa Bliss is Becky Lynch, and she's the champ, so she is the top dog. Yeah. Um, Heath Slater. Now, something that Daniel Bryan said on Talking Smack made me doubt, because I'm fairly sure that Heath signed his contract before the Ascension came and interrupted him and challenged him and Rhino for the titles and then lost because it's the Ascension. Come on now. Wouldn't have said that like a year and a half ago when they were on NXT and they were the longest reigning champions. I would have said because they're the Ascension. What the fuck do you think? If they are going to lose to a bunch of to two superstars put together like awkwardly? Nah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's 2016, we're on SmackDown, and they definitely can. So yeah, the Usos seem to be the one who are going to face Slater and Rhino because they once again they destroyed the Hype Bros. Apparently, the Hype Brothers is going to be a moniker that we're gonna have to keep for them because why not? But yeah, the Usos they are not sure about what to wear when they go in the ring because well on Sunday they were all black and now they have white and they have red and oh yeah, the Miz and Ziggler bickered because well the Miz kind of won by cheating. Um, so Ziggler is gonna have another rematch. But the Miz is not really okay. He says no rematch until we have negotiated my contract. So sure, why not? Let's continue that way. Um, I mean, at the end of the day, you still need an element of drama to continue a storyline, and the element of drama cannot be just Maurice spraying someone in the face. That's a little bit low. Rivalries have been dropped for less than that. So yeah, not a lot of wrestling actually in tonight's SmackDown. Like there was going to be a match between Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews, but Baron Corbin attacked Apollo Crews while he was getting in the ring, and then he made the end of days on the floor, and then Apollo Jack Swagger came out because apparently he's on SmackDown and he said, "Yeah, you think you know something? You don't know, Jack." Puns. And I mean, at least he sounds more interesting than what he's been doing since he arrived in. I wouldn't say in the main roster, but since he arrived on Raw after the draft in 2010, yeah, that wasn't good. So yeah, then there's the main event where AJ Styles was put with James Ellsworth. If you don't know who it is, it was the guy who got destroyed first by Braun Strowman. And since you know he was apparently he's from Pennsylvania and they were in Philadelphia, well he got put with AJ Styles just to be attacked by The Miz, and the Miz ate the pin by Dean Ambrose, and then Dean Ambrose no by John Cena, and then John Cena ate a Dirty Deeds, which was really good. I mean, this kind of aggression by Dean Ambrose hasn't been seen during most of his reign, so it's good to see that again. That's something that lacked, and yeah, we can say that Stone Cold was right. He was too complacent with the title. So yeah, I think that was pretty much it. There wasn't a lot of fighting, there was a lot of talking, but still 2 hours only. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. I will watch CWC first and then NXT later in the day. Ooh.